is. There's Crane. Woo! Yeah.
Ready?
Okay, here we go. So, thank you all for your time, your presence, your effort. I will make special note here that there were a number of people who were trying to be here but were not able to because of being sick. Our wishes and thoughts are with them for their safe return into this city. As it comes down to the people in this room, thank you for doing your best. I understand some of you are operating on either very little sleep or very little preparation for this case. I thank all of you for that. You've done a great job. Now, in terms of the case, okay, I want to make this very clear for everyone because this will contextualize my ruling. There are only 2 charges being levied in this case today. In this docket case, there are only 2 charges that have been filed. Mr. John Paul has been charged with terrorism. Mr. Yuno has been charged with accomplice to terrorism. That is it. Now, in order to establish the basic foundation of terrorism, we look at the charge. The use of extreme violence and intimidation. Is a grenade extreme violence? Is it intimidation when you throw it at someone? Yes. Now, that's very simple to establish. Were John Paul and Yuno present in a helicopter? Was there a chase? Was there some kind of explosive device? Well, we have pictures of a helicopter. We have people who match the description. We have identification, positive IDs by officers that tie them to that scene due to an extended chase and being arrested. Is this perfect documentation? No. Are there a lot of holes in the prosecution's evidence? Yes. However, it really doesn't matter to me because I'm not here to see if they recklessly evaded or criminally used explosives or any of these things. I'm only here to see if they're guilty of terrorism. And in terms of terrorism, the more important consideration is, did they use the extreme violence and the intimidation in such a way that would pursue the destabilization, destruction, or disruption of the government entity, aka the PD, for political or religious means or motives. So here's how I come out on this, and I will give a little context here prior to the final answer to that question. We in the DOJ have been discussing the recent spate of attacks against PD in this jurisdiction. We are aware of bingo games and all these other things that have been happening. Yes, I go to PD meetings. Yes, I have heard about this shit. In terms of attacking the PD for no reason, right now, the only thing the PD are really pushing in between attempted murder, government employee, and criminal use of explosives, and anything else is terrorism, which is a hut charge which causes these large trials. However, it is often almost impossible to prove the political or religious motivation without extensive and thorough documentation, and that creates a problem for the burden of proof. However, there must be a way to deter these actions, as I would call them, being an asshole and throwing a grenade at PD for no reason, or a reason that is simply articulated as like Hell Week or whatever you want to call it, Magnum season, whatever. Here's the point. There are things being considered that would change that dynamic, where terrorism would not be the only charge for this kind of action, and there would be a middle ground between just simply either throwing someone in on a hut or giving them an attempted murder government employee charge and throwing them away for 40 months. So that will be considered, and I will talk to PD about that after. In terms of terrorism, there is not enough in this case to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that John Paul and Yuno committed terrorism because the intent and the motives are not able to be proven, and this is not terrorism, period. Thank you, not guilty.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.